welcome to yet another interesting episode of Unwrapped. I'm your host, your girl, Helen. On the show today, I'm chatting with a DJ, radio DJ, club DJ, and he's also on TV right now. He's running a show that really gets people on the hot seat. I hope I can put him on the hot seat today. He's also got some music coming out. We don't know, maybe he's also trying out some acting. You'll get to see my guest on the flip side. You're on Unwrapped, and like I mentioned earlier, I'm chatting with a DJ. He's also an award-winning DJ Shosta. How are you?
I am so fine, Helen. How are you doing?
I'm great. Your real names are Jackson
Dimas Piri. Jackson Dimas Piri, JDP.
You know, I thought Dimas was a nickname the first time I heard you say Dimas.
Everybody thinks like that, but you understand that it's my real name when you look on my government or my official papers, or when you go back home. Yeah, people call me. I actually even have aunties who still call me Dimas. They don't call me Jack. Yeah, I was named after my grandfather.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it used to be some famous G way back.
Okay, are you a born and bred Lusaka person?
Yeah, born and bred in Lusaka. Other towns or other countries I just visit a week or a month, but everything about me, everything I know is Lusaka.
You have never lived elsewhere?
I have never lived elsewhere, no.
You yearn to go somewhere else and just see how other people are living other than just
like I do. Just some months ago I was in SA. I was there, living their life, but not for long. I have visited towns outside Lusaka, and I see how people live, but most of me is here, Lusaka.
Wow. Just tell us about your childhood. Where did you do school from? We know it's Lusaka. Which schools were you a private school kind of kid? Because you do look like a private school.
You're almost right, but anyway, you're very correct. I did my primary school at North Mid Basic until grade 9.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so
That's grade 1 to 9.
Yes, I learned how to because then there's a swimming pool there, so that's how come I actually even have the swimming skills. And then we used to have variety shows, so we would actually go miming. Yeah, so I'd actually be on stage and people would be watching me do a thing. I've always loved music, so I always wanted to do something to do with music, either write, produce, sing, rap, or just be connected to music or play music.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's how come DJ Shosta. And from there I passed going into grade 10. I so bad wanted to go to a boarding school. So I actually went by myself I applied to Lusangu Secondary School in Southern Province. Yes, it's an SDA school. Yeah, so I was accepted. I was given day school when actually in the actual fact I'm coming from Lusaka. So I was actually even offered a place by a certain teacher to say you can actually come and stay in my house, you can be going to school and whatnot. So I thought that would be maybe a little bit, too much for him and even for myself.
And it wasn't going to make sense. You wanted boarding,
yeah,
right?
I wanted boarding school. Like, why would I be coming from someone's house and why would you give me day school when I'm coming from Osaka? So I let it be, and I came to another SDA school, an Adventist school it's in town, city. That's where I did my senior high school from up until I completed. Do you want the years?
Yeah.
I completed in 2005, grade 12 years.
We see you post a lot about your mother and your sister. Have you just grown up with your mother? Yeah.
Yeah, I have family, but I'm more in touch with my sister and my mom. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all I can say. I'm more in touch with these two people.
Where's your dad?
Didn't grow up with my dad.
Okay.
Yes, and let's not talk about that.
Okay, we'll end it there. So are you like a mother's boy kind of guy? Have you ever had anyone in your life complain to say he's so much about his mother and just...
My sister says I treat my mom like she's my girlfriend. So those are issues. I don't have any issues with that. But I like to think they're my two best friends, and my mom is like the closest lady I have in life, next to my woman.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice one.
Yes.
Nice one. Have you ever cried in front of your mother?
There was a time when that happened.
Come on, I want to know. I'm chatting with you right now, and a lot of people are just in the strong. I just want to know what made you cry in front of your mother? Because I know, guys, you have this ego. I can't cry. I just can't.
It's really personal though. Something happened at home. What grade was I doing? Was I in grade 10? You know where you know that you're a good boy, okay, amongst your teens, and you know that you can actually see your friends giving their parents a hard time, and you know that your mom and your parents are having it easy, and then maybe sometimes they just show up with some story and then they are throwing it on you and whatnot. So I told them, I'm leaving your house. So mom was like, no, you can't leave. I'm like, I am leaving. I even got my stuff. I started going out. Then she started saying a lot of things. Then she cried. Then me being the mom's boy, I felt touched and I cried too. Then I decided not to go.
You see? So you have moments when you cry. What breaks you down? Like, okay, so what would break you down completely? If even as a young person, what really hurts you mostly? What makes? Tell me two things. What makes you very happy? Just something that we've always had as a young person, even you've grown up with it. And
You mean about
what
my life
touched?
or just in life, in life in general? What makes me very happy?
Your childhood.
From my childhood, it's just to see people. I like to see people around me happy, and if they have something like a problem, I'd rather I forego my needs and make sure that I make someone happy. I think that satisfies me. I don't know if I've answered your question.
Yeah.
You know where you put other people's needs in front of yours.
Yeah.
I think that satisfies me, and that is about my family. You know, because of this, I would probably have like maybe say the last 100 kwacha in my pocket. Someone needs it, okay? I would give it away. Na bana sala futi na nkara nibe na next point. Then someone else would be like, obviously I'm about 10% kwacha. You know what I mean? So I have that. Like I like to see someone else's problems sorted out before I can think about mine.
What gets you angry?
What gets me angry? It pisses me off seeing youths throwing their future away. Yeah.
Okay, before we continue, I just want we're going on a break, but this break isn't by you choosing a music video that you've always liked of all time.
Of all time.
Yeah.
Of all time. Is it local or Western? When you say of all time, I don't know. There's like some particular videos that I'm liking right now, like because of the production. You know, I think it's neat and creative. There's a song by it's the latest video by Tishon. It's called Try Again.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I like the creativity in the video. Yeah, so yeah, we can watch that.
All right, you're still on Unwrapped, and now we're breaking off with Try Again. That's why they're freezing the whole time, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, let's check out Try Again from Tishon.
Today I heard a joke that would crack you up, hey. I wish I could share it with you. In fact, never been in Ingafuna kushimikila, but we don't talk anymore. Penango ni matenga phone funo kutumila, nolekela panjila. Oh shit, naita ya party, nani ndani, anachinja nyimbo. Kadansi kenzo enda chabe bwino manje satana tia kapantambo. Oh shit, naita ya party, nani ndani, anachinja nyimbo. Kadansi kenzo enda chabe bwino mambala atia kapantambo. The kind of love we had, the type that make people mad, the kind that make them wanna lose their minds. Your friends and family sometimes coulda get jealous, cause me woulda tip you from them, yeah, it was deep. Chenzo she make a feel on set. no seka fili bonse. We're best friends, tenzongala tipanga mulomo pakatika usiku. I've seen you at your lowest and I've seen you when you're broken. I've seen you lose it before. And you have watched me grow. It's difficult to picture my love life before I met you, girl. Sinezo ziba na chikondine paka siku ya mene ninakuziba we. Tonight I party nani ndani anachinja nyimbo kadansi kenzo enda chape pwino manje satana tia kapantambo. Oh bushe tonight I party nani ndani anachinja nyimbo kadansi kenzo enda chape pwino mambala atia kapantambo. Sembe wenzo ziba, mene ni kuyewela, mene ni kufungila, mene ni kukanizila, wo. Sembe wenzo ziba, mene ni kuyewela. Nilimonga kanyoni kalibe mapepe ni chilise. I wanna fly again, fly again. Tonight I party nani ndani anachinja nyimbo kadansi kenzo enda chape pwino manje satana tia kapantambo. Oh bushe tonight I party nani ndani anachinja nyimbo kadansi kenzo enda chape pwino mambala atia kapantambo. Tonight I party nani ndani anachinja nyimbo kadansi kenzo enda chape pwino manje satana tia kapantambo. Oh bushe tonight I party nani ndani anachinja nyimbo kadansi kenzo enda chape pwino mambala atia kapantambo.
Alrighty, so we're still on Unwrapped and I'm still chilling with DJ Shosta. How are you?
I'm good.
Are you enjoying being here?
Yeah, I'm starting to enjoy now.
Okay.
Yeah, after you getting all person already. I feel like I'm being grilled already, but you know.
I haven't even started. You grill people more than I do. I'm doing right now.
That's another thing. I don't grill people. I just have conversations with people. Yeah, and then people get to think I am grilling. I'm not really grilling. I'm just trying to get your opinion about some things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, let's move on. So there was a time I was having lunch with some people, and your name came up. So we were talking about Zambian industry, the entertainment industry. No, I'm telling you right now, because you saw it wasn't backbite. It was conversation about the Zambian entertainment industry, and they were just talking about how certain people have helped the industry to grow and where they come from. And your name came up. Somebody just says, Shosta came a long way. And they told me a couple of things. They said, and I was inquisitive. I'm like, really? So I'm telling you, you have done a lot for Zambian music. You have radio shows, TV shows, and people are seemingly appreciating you for that.
Thank you.
Has the journey been easy? I was reading your profile and I just read that you were a club DJ for 2020. A young person watching you right now, Shosta, thinks you just found yourself here. You don't look like you went through any struggles.
Sometimes you win an award and then everyone is like, okay, so you've just came from nowhere. You know, maybe that's when it just puts you on a certain space where everybody is able to see you, like on a certain spotlight. But it hasn't really been like that. Telling you my story, I'm going to tell you, Helen. I have been... If I was in this, if I came into this just to maybe make money, I wouldn't be here. Like I told you, it has always been about music. I used to play the graveyard shifts. Yeah, these days someone will just pick you from the streets and then give you a 12 to 15 or breakfast or drive. I played a graveyard shift for a long time.
For someone who doesn't understand that language, what's a graveyard shift?
Graveyard shift is where you come on radio from midnight to 03. Like no one is listening really that much. You know that you don't really have that much audience, all right? Yeah, and then you have to carry it on, and then you have to impress also before they can take you from 3 to 6. Still, people are still sleeping. But then people wake up around 5 and whatnot. But anyways, graveyard is midnight shifts, late night shows. So I did those shows for a long time before I could actually be given daytime shifts. And I'll tell you that when I started radio, then I wasn't even in school. So I started radio from Horn FM. Then I was not even a student then. I was just coming from home. So you find that you do a graveyard shift, and then there's no transport to take you home. So you have to sleep somewhere. Maybe you can sleep in the booth, or you have to go and sleep somewhere production. So I've done those things. Like, I've never talked about these things, but I'm talking about them now.
Yeah, that's what I heard actually. So
Yeah. What do you mean? What did you?
Okay, come on, go on.
Yeah. So there were things that we used to sleep in the booth. You have to wait, and then you have to walk to City Market to go and get in from Evelyn on. You have to walk to City Market, get on a cab. No, bus. Yeah, go home, sleep, and then you find that I hope my sister doesn't watch this interview. She'll be like, "Hey, what are you even getting? Like why don't you just stop? I'm like, but I love what I'm doing, you know."
Are you getting paid?
No. When I started, I was not getting paid. It was out of we just volunteered. Yeah, like and how it started is then after school, after high school, I had a relationship with Flavor, Boogie, LBC. Yeah, like so I would hang out with them. So I started seeing myself like, these guys are living the life, I like what they're doing. Like when they go out, they're playing, the lights, the life. Like the stage, the lights. I was like, this should be me someday. So one time, Horn FM advertised they wanted people, and of course they were giving priority to students. But still, Flavor was like, Flavor and Boogie were like, no, you should try it. Yeah, because then I wanted to join QFM, but then there was no space for me to join. So they were like, you can try it, then maybe you can come this later on. Hey, and by the way, I remember one time I approached Kesmash. Maybe I know you will not remember this. It should be in 2005 or so, or 6. But I mean, anyway, one of those. I approached Kesmash. I told him, dude, I want radio. Then he told me, we don't have space here. You can go and start with other stations like maybe Unza or Horn or one of those. Then maybe we can pick you afterwards. Like you can come and join us then. Then he was working for Hot FM. So yeah, that's how come I was focused. Now let me just get into radio. So I started with radio. I started Horn. When I went to Horn FM to do auditions, Mixmaster. The first time I was seeing him. So we were a lot of us. So he comes with an attitude, He
was the guy.
Yeah, he's always been the guy at Horn FM. Anyway, he left already. So he comes and said, we're only giving priority to the students here. I was not a student. So the students will come in, then everybody else afterwards. She's like, okay, we're going to do this. So the students did. I think they picked 4 of us. Yeah, I was one of the 4 guys who were picked, and 2 didn't really last. I think the 2 of us who lasted is me and a guy called Kilo. Yeah, we went on and we were doing night shifts for a long time until maybe some guy during the day wants to go somewhere, or maybe he's not available for their shift. They would ask you to come and sit in. You'll be happy even when you are playing in the night, or you are playing in the night. You'll be happy to come and do a day shift for them. And because then Horn FM was like the radio station in Osaka. So, and then it started going on like that, and I would sit in on day shows. Then I think they saw to say, this guy has got something he can offer, So I was just dragged from wherever I was, and I was put on breakfast. Wow. They removed whoever was there. Wow. Say, okay, you're doing breakfast. I was like, okay. I was like, this is not how you do things. What about my relationship with this guy? Yeah. Then they were like, no, but it's about numbers. Radio is about numbers, whatnot, and you're bringing in the numbers, so you have to handle the show. That's how come.
How was the relationship with the other guy?
I explained to him, because even my close friend, people who are friends with me on social media and even just in person, that I'm friends with Master AOT for a long time, and Master AOT has been there on radio for a long time before I joined radio. For some time, he's been doing a show called Z Experience. I know a lot of people will remember the countdown that we actually even have shows for in Long Ridge and whatnot. So he's been doing that countdown. It got to a point where the owners of the station say, Shosta, you're actually doing the whole week plus the Z Experience, meaning I was doing 6 days. Pizza Experiences was like the countdown for Saturday.
When you were told that you're going on the breakfast show, how was your reaction?
It got to a point where that's what I wanted, because I know that radio has got 2 primetime shows. The number one is the breakfast show, and the sister show is the drive time, 15 to 18. Yeah. So when I was told I'm going, because I started seeing it anyway. Like I started seeing it, and I started knowing, say, okay, I think I'm ready for this. So when I was told to say you're playing this show, it didn't come as a shock. If anything, I started feeling like, why are they taking long to put me there, you know? And then finally they put me there. I started playing. They got the guy out, the guy who was doing breakfast. Then also later on they got the guy who was doing, my friend who was doing the Saturday morning countdown show, which I think it was like the biggest show on Horn FM, because it used to get a lot of reposts, even in newspapers, on social media. So when my boss told me you're getting this show from your friend, I was like, you're going to mess up my relationship with my friend. So what I did is I called my friend. I told him, say, okay, so this is what your boss has told me. So he's gonna call you anytime soon, and he's going to explain to you. So we were cool on that end.
Okay, so let's take a break and keep watching Unwrapped. See you coming back.
Hey, it's DJ Low from Iconic, and we hope that you are having a great start to a brand new year. Check out iconictv.com on the products and services that we have on offer, like music videos or hot downloads. Feel free to check out our Facebook page at Iconic Music, and thanks for your time and enjoy the rest of your year. Iconic, taking production to the next level. Thank you.
I'm just in my zone. You'd be lying if you said I wasn't certain that you're into.
Alrighty, welcome back, and we're still unwrapping DJ Showstar. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit personal right now. Are you married?
I am not yet married, but I'm almost married.
We saw pictures of your kitchen party though.
Yes, that's where the almost comes in. Like, I'm very much almost married.
Okay.
Yes. What else do you want to know about my baby?
Your son,
Yes.
Ray, was your
Ryan.
best. You call him Ray, so I'm used to saying Ray. Ryan was like the best man. How did that make you feel? He looked so nice, by the way.
Yeah, I had to dress him up like me. Like, we had to be in the same outfit. Like, I call him a mini me, you know, like me in a small version.
But he's cuter.
Okay,
I'm sure the viewers can even see that from the photos.
Let me tell you something. He gets everything from me. So how is he supposed to be more cuter than me? He's building up to me. So I'm like 100%, and he's like maybe a 2% because he's still growing up to be me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we have DJ who we have to show on this show for the first time.
DJ.
We've never seen him.
DJ, unfortunately, I don't really want him to be a media guy.
Yeah, and since this is unwrapped, so we have to unwrap DJ.
DJ is I want him to just to have his life.
And Ray?
Ryan, then I didn't have this decision I made. Then I wanted to flash, like, okay, my baby, like everything I do, almost everything we do, will be out of town together. You know, I got to a point where even when I'm going, even just to cafe to have a chill with my friends over the weekend, I'll be the one with the son, and everybody else will be like, hey, when I want to think about you, I'm like, excuse me, my baby. Yeah. So I got to a point where, like, even though my friend is just like, okay, let's go and visit in Mongo or whatever, I'll be like, okay, let me get my son first. Got to a point where even over the weekend I was to sit down and just hang out.
So you are a fatherly person, like you are a family man.
I need to. There's a certain There's a certain way black people have painted. Like, they're not really. They'll be like, hey, I'm your father, so yeah, I provide. So I'm gonna live my life. You also live your life. But I want to make my children my friends. Like, I want them to be my like, you know, they can tell me to say, Dad, I think you are wrong there. Then I'll reason, and then I'll be like, okay, yeah, I think I'm wrong and I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like, I want us to have that personal relationship. So I bond with my babies any chance I get.
DJs, you were painted as people, womanizers.
Yeah. Like,
you have girlfriends all over. You don't even marry to start with. So I was very impressed when I saw your kitchen party photo. I'm like, oh, nice. You don't even marry. You just. You just play around and that note. How did you reach a decision to say, okay, with all the excitements, obviously there's excitement in the industry because you have girls throwing themselves on you. Yeah, so how did you just say, okay, me, I'm going to be focused, I'm going to focus on memory and I have to marry memory? Because, even dating, you liked her first, but did you think as you are going to marry her? What did she do that was so right that you thought this is the one, despite all the other divas that were coming?
So I'm going to tell you one thing. I think you've already answered 50% of that question. You used the word focus. Like, you have to know what you want out of life. We live in a life where DJs just want to go to a club, because our job is like part-time. I don't think there's a DJ who works like 9 hours a day. I don't think so. Even in the club, they're given time slots. On radio, we're given slots. So, like my life right now, I knock off at 9 hours, and I have the day to myself.
I could go chatting with you the whole time, but my director, DJ Lo, is telling me time is done. And maybe one last question. Do you remember the name for the first girlfriend?
Do I remember the name for my first girlfriend? Yeah, I do remember the name for my first girlfriend. I've not dated a lot, so I know them.
How many?
3.
Alrighty, give us a video.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say giving me names. I was gonna give you names, but anyway, it's too much. Video. I'm gonna go in with some. I'm gonna go in with some Mumpy roller coaster. Yeah, I think it's really dope though.
Roller coaster to Mumpy. Roller coaster to Mumpy.
Give me that sugar sound, baby.
It's another brand new rhythm. The queen diva on the beat, yeah. Mumpy, Ninero Mukwaya. Just when it's all. Oh, baby. Mumpy, baby, been feeling so lately. So me back on a tell you in there. My baby. That I'm the queen on Sunday. You hurting me badly. So me back on a tell you in there. Unileta baduze no nirekelela. Our love's a roller coaster. Mutima ulipano mailo paja. And I crave a love so pure, love so tender, love so deep. Msanje yuwa kuchira njara, kuchira na matenda, kuchira maliro. Umani pangano ni pangushula. Unileta baduze no nirekelela. Our love's a roller coaster. Mutima ulipano mailo paja. Umani pangano ni pangushula. Unileta baduze no nirekelela. Our love's a roller coaster. Mutima ulipano mailo paja. Roller coaster, baby. Baby, my baby, been feeling so lately. So you back on and tell you, my baby, that I'm when I on Sunday. You hurting me badly. So you back on and tell you, just open my shoes. Put yourself in my shoes. Put yourself in my shoes. And anyway, like they do it. Put yourself in my shoes. Put yourself in my shoes. Put yourself in my shoes. And anyway, like they do it. Imaronga no longo no la. Kapena ni kusiye mtima wakana. Dadi ni mwevo wakalufyanya. Kana tindanda tindalani kisha. Wasini ya mukena si lolo lolo. Ponisha mafika muli popo. Dala mazonze za salamu maba. Kuchita mwela kumozi Nazareni. This is a roller coaster, baby. Oh, baby, my baby, been feeling so lately. So you back on and tell you, my baby, that I'm when I on Sunday. You hurting me badly. So you Sala weka, ukashala weka. Weka, usasala weka, weka, ukashala.
we're coming to the dying minutes of Unwrapped, and I think I really had a great time. I hope you guys also had a great time and you've learned something from Shosta. I think he wasn't just telling us a story, but there's something that you always learn from someone. Like I always say, there's a personality that every personality has got something to teach you, good or bad. Learn from something, but I think we learned something positive from Shosta, hey?
I hope.
Did you enjoy yourself?
I did. I haven't really been to an interview like this where they let me open up and say things I didn't really expect, Yeah, because usually when you go to interviews, they'll talk about the usual. Yeah.
So you should come back, chat along.
I'm gonna come back here anytime soon. Yeah, you're gonna see me here on this desk.
Okay, give your last word to a young person and just a word on behalf of your fellow DJs.
To the young person who's watching us right now, you can. Anything you want to be, anything you're thinking of right now, you can be. All you have to do is you have to start practicing, and you have to start working towards it. That's the only way. I don't think there's anything that can stop you from being whoever you want to be. Yeah. And the last question was the DJs.
Yeah.
Okay, so the DJs in the country and the world over, let's be united. The industry doesn't pay much to DJs, so let's create the brands will pay you much. Let's focus and let's behave, guys. It's a lot of bad word out there for us, but let's just behave, and sometimes people will forgive us, and they'll really know we're good people.
Thank you.
And responsible. You're welcome.
Alrighty, great chat I had with DJ Shosta, an award-winning DJ, person who's in the music industry as well, bringing out his own music. We've listened to a lot of music. I think I had a good time. Join me next week as we bring you another yet interesting episode of Unwrapped. You may never know, I might just feature your favorite celebrity. This has been your girl Helen. Bye bye.